Leo August arrives bringing a call for you to look at your own journey with more maturity. At certain moments, you may look back and think that some choices could have been different. Maybe you let a professional opportunity slip by, postponed an important project, or took a path that today you would choose differently. These reflections will come up, but not to feed regrets. They arise to show how much you have matured. After all, only those who evolve are able to realize that they would do certain things differently. The biggest risk will be turning these memories into an unnecessary burden. No one builds a perfect story. Everyone makes decisions with the knowledge they have at that moment. August invites you to let go of the idea that you missed your best chance. On the contrary, the month shows that there are still important doors opening, but you will only be able to see them when you stop comparing the present with what has been left behind. This change in perspective will give rise to a different kind of determination within you. It won't be a desire to prove something to others, but to show yourself that you still have a lot of potential to grow. Little by little, you will realize that your experience is just as valuable as your ability to learn new things. Instead of feeling that time has passed too quickly, you will begin to understand that everything you have experienced has prepared you for greater opportunities. At the same time, some positive news involving people close to you may bring a sense of relief. You will notice family members or loved ones going through a more stable phase, especially in matters related to life organization, financial growth, or important decisions that are finally starting to bear fruit. Seeing those you love prosper will also renew your hope. This will make you believe that each person has their own time to reap the rewards of their efforts. Another very striking aspect of August will be the way you start to be more selective about the people who remain around you. Some relationships will simply stop making sense. Conversations filled with pessimism, constant criticism, or people who are always fueling conflicts will start to bother you much more than before. You will realize that protecting your peace doesn't mean abandoning anyone, but recognizing that not every relationship contributes to your growth. Naturally, this space that becomes vacant will start to be filled by people with a completely different spiritual energy. You will draw closer to those who radiate enthusiasm, encourage your projects, and believe in the future. This change in environment will directly influence your motivation. Often we don't realize how much our outlook changes just by being surrounded by the right people. August shows exactly this process happening in a very natural way. There is yet another extremely favorable aspect this month, the awakening of curiosity. Something new will catch your attention in an unexpected way. It could be a course, an artistic activity, a sport, a professional skill, or any knowledge that sparks your deep desire to learn. Don't ignore this impulse. Great opportunities often arise precisely when we have the courage to explore paths that have never been part of our routine. You will also develop much greater creativity to solve problems. Situations that once seemed highly complex will start to have clear and simple solutions. Your mind will be more open to actively embracing innovative new ideas, adapting your strategies, and finding creative alternatives where others see only difficulties. This ability can play a major role in your life, especially if you are actively pursuing professional advancement or planning to start a personal project. Throughout the course of this month, it will become increasingly clear that true progress does not happen only when we achieve something new. It also happens when we finally stop carrying heavy guilt, old regrets, and lingering thoughts that have already lost their usefulness. August shows that you are now entering a vital phase of reconstructing your self-confidence. And when that happens, the future stops seeming like a repetition of the past and starts to become a territory full of possibilities still waiting to be discovered. After this movement of inner renewal, August begins to show its effects in practical life. You will eventually realize that growing doesn't just mean achieving new milestones. but also means taking better care of what is already part of your life. Often the desire to reach new goals makes us overlook important details. And this month comes precisely to remind us that taking small actions now can prevent significant problems in the future. So don't be surprised if you feel a stronger urge to organize your routine, catch up on pending tasks, or take better care of your assets. You might feel the need to do routine maintenance on your car, check some essential tools and equipment, take care of important household responsibilities, or simply pay much more attention to what sustains your daily life. Although these may seem like ordinary tasks, they will have a very positive effect, bringing more peace of mind and preventing unforeseen problems that could arise later on. At the same time, August brings about many special moments alongside those who truly matter to you. A visit, a completely unexpected invitation, or a meeting that had been postponed for a long time may happen in a very pleasant way. Light conversations, plenty of good laughs, and the wonderful feeling of being surrounded by people who truly enjoy your company will renew your spiritual energy. You will realize that we don't always need big events to feel genuinely happy. Sometimes just a few hours with the right people are enough to completely transform your week. In the professional environment, however, it will be important to keep your eyes wide open. Not because there are major conflicts waiting for you, but because not everyone will act with the same transparency you expect from them. Some discreet behaviors will reveal who truly supports your growth and who is just looking for an advantage whenever the opportunity arises. Before sharing projects, ideas, or important information, try to observe more and speak less. Intelligent individuals don't always reveal all their plans before they are ready to act. August shows us that practicing discretion can become a powerful ally in life. The less room you give for others to make unnecessary comments, the lower the chance that someone will try to interfere with or undermine your results. This doesn't mean living in constant suspicion of everyone. Quite to the contrary, it essentially means understanding that trust is something built over a long period of time. Those who demonstrate loyalty through their actions will naturally earn their place. On the other hand, those who are always creating disputes or trying to stand out at the expense of others' work will end up revealing themselves without you needing to provoke any situation. Another very positive point involves your financial life. You will start to think more clearly about long-term goals. You might start making plans to acquire an important asset, invest in a personal project, or better organize your finances to achieve bigger goals in the coming months. What's interesting is that August favors solid construction much more than quick gains. Every decision you make now can yield consistent results in the future. Your creativity will also continue to grow. Some new ideas will arise unexpectedly, sparking a fresh interest in new knowledge, courses, skills, or activities that are completely different from those that are part of your current routine. Don't dismiss these inspirations just because they seem far from your reality. Often it's precisely a seemingly simple and innocent curiosity that unexpectedly opens up new doors to professional and financial opportunities you could have never even imagined before. Another crucial and significant aspect to consider will be the specific way you start to truly value people who share the same goals and aspirations as you. Meaningful conversations about growth, ambitious projects, work, and personal fulfillment will take up much more space than complaints or gossip. Gradually, you'll notice that being surrounded by determined people significantly strengthens your own daily motivation. The environment we live in directly influences our way of thinking, and August will make this very clear. By the end of this stage of the month, it will be clear that your growth will not happen just because of the opportunities that arise, but mainly because of the choices you make when faced with them. Acting with prudence, protecting your projects, taking better care of what you have already achieved, and continuously investing in your own development will form an extremely solid foundation for everything that is yet to come. As August progresses, you will begin to realize that some situations will require more emotional balance than strength. There will be days when everything seems to happen at once. Responsibilities, commitments, decisions, and people expecting something from you. In these moments, the greatest demonstration of intelligence will be knowing how to slow down when necessary. Not every battle needs to be fought immediately, and not every worry deserves to take up space in your mind. Your health will start to require a bit more attention, especially when it comes to the strain caused by excessive worries. Often the body simply reflects what the mind has been carrying for weeks or even months. Therefore, try to respect your limits. Sleeping better, eating more healthily, engaging in some physical activity, and setting aside moments for rest will not be luxuries during August, but important investments to keep your performance high. Another aspect that deserves attention is the intensity of your emotions. You may notice days when you feel more sensitive, reacting more strongly to certain situations. Before jumping to conclusions or responding impulsively, try to give yourself some time so your emotions can find balance. Not everything needs to be resolved in the heat of the moment. In many cases, a conversation held the next day will yield much better results than a decision made on impulse. In the workplace, your attitude will continue to make a difference. People who observe your dedication will begin to see more clearly the value of what you deliver. This doesn't mean that recognition will come immediately in the form of a promotion or raise, but there is a quiet progress taking place. Your credibility will be growing, and this kind of achievement usually opens doors that remain open for a long time. At the same time, August calls for caution with overly opportunistic people. You will notice that there is someone who tends to approach only when they need help, information, or some benefit. Instead of confronting them, adopt a firm and polite attitude. Learning to set boundaries will be one of the greatest lessons of this period. Being generous does not mean allowing others to overstep your boundaries. Financially, the month continues to favor those who work with planning. You may feel the urge to invest in something important for the future, whether it's a course, a business, a property, or any project that improves your quality of life. Before making any decision, try to analyze all the details. August rewards conscious choices much more than impulsive actions. It will also be an excellent period to strengthen professional contacts. People who admire your work may refer your name, recommend your services, or present interesting opportunities. Often a simple conversation can open doors you didn't expect. That's why you should maintain a receptive attitude, treat everyone with respect, and keep building solid relationships. The best opportunities usually arise precisely through the trust you inspire. There is also a strong tendency for you to notice signs that you are ready to grow in a new direction. Perhaps a different project will come up, an unexpected partnership, or even an idea that seemed distant until recently. Don't dismiss these possibilities just because they seem challenging. August shows that your ability to adapt will be much greater than you imagine. In your personal life, you will also begin to value your peace of mind even more. Unnecessary arguments will lose their importance, and you will realize that preserving your peace is worth much more than winning any debate. This change will make your relationships lighter and more balanced. Some people may find this new attitude strange, but they will soon understand that you have simply learned to choose more wisely where you invest your spiritual energy. By the end of this phase of the month, it will be clear that your greatest achievement is not just what you managed to accomplish, but how much you have matured along the way. You will be better prepared to identify opportunities, protect your interests, take care of your own health, and strengthen relationships that truly add value to your life. This combination will create a very solid foundation for everything that August still has in store in the final days of the month. In the last days of August, you will notice that many things start to make sense. Situations that once seemed disconnected begin to reveal a greater purpose, and decisions made throughout the month start to yield their first results. It will be like reflecting back on your journey and realizing that every small adjustment made during this period played a vital role in building a much stronger and more self-aware version of yourself. In the professional field, there is an important lesson involving the way you communicate. At certain moments, you may feel the urge to respond immediately, to give your opinion on everything, or to express exactly what you think. However, August teaches that there is a huge difference between sincerity and impulsiveness. Not every truth needs to be spoken the very moment it enters your mind. Before getting into discussions, replying to important messages, or making decisions involving other people, try to take a deep breath and analyze the situation from different perspectives. Often, just a few minutes of reflection will be enough to avoid misunderstandings that could turn into bigger problems. Your ability to remain calm will be one of your greatest advantages during this period. This level of caution and mindfulness will also be very crucial on social media and in any public environment where your words can reach a wide range of people. August favors those who know how to choose the right moment to speak and, above all, those who understand that silence can also be a smart strategy. You won't need to prove anything to anyone. The results of your work will speak much louder than any argument. In your financial life, the month ends by reinforcing the importance of keeping your goals well defined. You will continue thinking about bigger projects, investments, and material achievements you want to accomplish in the coming months. The good news is that your discipline will be increasing. You will realize that small savings, conscious decisions, and constant planning produce much more solid results than trying to find shortcuts. Another very favorable aspect will be your ability to spot opportunities before most people do. An idea, an invitation, or even a seemingly ordinary conversation could spark an important inspiration. Don't ignore these signs. August shows that good opportunities don't always arrive with a lot of noise. Many of them appear in a subtle way, requiring only attention to be recognized. In the area of relationships, this is a time that favors bonds built on respect, admiration, and companionship. If you are already in a relationship, there will be room to strengthen the trust between you even more. Small gestures of affection, sincere conversations, and quality moments will be worth much more than gifts or grand displays. The bond tends to become stronger when both realize they can count on each other in the simple moments of life. For those who are single, August continues to bring good possibilities. Your charisma will naturally be more noticeable, making it easy for you to attract interest. However, it will be important to observe people's intentions before getting your hopes up. Not everyone approaches you for the same reasons, and your intuition will help a lot in distinguishing those who truly want to build something real from those who are just caught up in the excitement of the moment. There's no need to distrust everyone. Just allow time to reveal who truly deserves a place in your life. There is also a significant strengthening of your self-esteem. You will notice that you no longer feel such a strong need to please everyone or constantly seek approval. This confidence will make your decisions more resolute, both in your personal and professional life. Confident people tend to convey stability, and this naturally attracts healthier opportunities and relationships. As August comes to a close, it will be clear that this was a month of growth in several areas of your life. You learned to be more selective about the people around you, strengthened your projects, took care of what you have already achieved, developed new skills, and began to trust much more in your own potential. Carry this attitude with you into the coming months. Keep investing in your growth, Preserve your peace of mind in the face of difficulties and stay focused on what truly depends on your own choices. The future will not be built by a single major event, but by the sum of the small decisions you make every day. And August shows that you are successfully concluding this cycle, much more prepared to turn opportunities into lasting achievements.